Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thank you for joining me and happy Friday. Did you know that Friday sees more smiles than any other day of the week? So before we head into the weekend, grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the show. Now, in the words of Mariah Carey, it's time for the holiday season to roll in and get to decorating. Today, I am taking you inside of the Christmas tree capital of Fort Wayne, Dan's Porch and Patio, which offers everything you need from decorations, ornaments, and the coolest innovative trees. Whether you are looking to decorate a dramatic color theme, a traditional whimsical vibe, or even if you want an upside down tree, this is the place to be. We are getting some cool decorating tips also from professional tree designers. They're going to teach me the perfect method to installing the fabulous layered ribbon. Are you ready? Here we go.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Dan's Porch and Patio. Christmas time is here, and I am in a store that will bring you cheer. I am at Dan's Porch and Patio, which is your one-stop shop for all of your home decor. And I'm taking you on the inside. Let's do it. Joining me now is Jen Weinstock, the owner of Dan's Porch and Patio. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm so happy to be back.
Yes, welcome back.
Yes, so I call this, of course, the Christmas capital of our city because people can really come in, get so many ideas, and actually shop for the decor and the trees.
Yes, absolutely.
So just give us an overview. Let's start there about Dan's Porch and Patio.
Okay, well, so for Christmas, we definitely have something for everyone. We have ornaments, decorations, unique gifts, all kinds of trees from little 8-inch trees all the way up to 12-foot trees, and also just all kinds of new items for this year as well.
Yes, and so let's dive into the new items because I'm walking around and I'm like, oh, this is new, this is pretty. So what is the most exciting thing that's different this year?
So there's a couple things that are very exciting this year. We have an upside down tree this year. So that is very exciting. We also have a new addition to our outdoor lighting pieces. That's a giant outdoor Christmas tree that's all lit up. And we have more of our popular infinity gnomes from last year. So those were sold out very early in the season last year. So we have several new ones this year so people can actually see them.
Yes, so you talked about sold out, and that's just an important part because once it's gone, it's gone.
That's right.
So now is the best time for people to come in, right?
It is, and people have been shopping early this year. So we are already off and running with the season. We already have our sales going. We're just ready to sell.
Yeah, and one thing I love about your store is that each of the pieces are so unique, and they're big, and they're like whimsical and frosted, and you can actually shop via color theme or just a particular type of item. And so can you kind of give me a rundown of some of the most popular items that people like to buy here?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I would say our nature theme is very popular and our jewel tone theme is very popular. So we do have, I think, 13 different themes this year. And within those themes, all of the themes have the flowers and the ornaments and the little animals that go with it. So you can really just pick and choose what you need.
To make it, yes. And then the actual canvas of it all, which is the tree.
Yeah.
Give us the different names of the tree selections that you offer.
So we have 149 trees this year.
Oh my gosh.
So we have spruces and pines and Wabash spruces, like you name it, we've got it.
Yes, and anything from regular trees to flocked. I like the flock. I love the flock.
They're so popular. So the flocking, the snow-covered trees, as some people call it. And then we also have iced trees.
Oh.
Those are very shimmery, and
Yeah.
we'll be doing a piece with our designers on one of the iced trees.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then of course you have something that I had never seen before last year, which is the spinning tree.
Yes, so we have a
Yes.
spinning tree base. So you can take any existing Christmas tree and put it on a spinning base, and then your tree will rotate around so that you can see all the sides of the tree.
That is so awesome. Okay, well, we have a treat for you all because we're actually going to be getting some tips on how to decorate from Jen's professional designers here at Dan's Porch and Patio. Let's do it.
All right.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Do you want to know the best places to go to eat and drink around Northeast Indiana? Well, join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15, weekdays at 9 a.m. as I take you inside of the best restaurants, new and old, explore their menu, and of course, mix up some cocktails. Where will I go next? Well, you'll have to watch and see, but I want to know, where do you recommend I go?
Keep up with Jessica Williams on Living Local 15, weekdays at 9.
Joining me now are professional designers Keith Clement and Dennis Bowman. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello
How's it
there.
going?
It's good.
Well, this is the happiest time of the year, and you all play such an important role with making people's homes look so beautiful during the holiday season. So share with me about your design experience. Let's start with you, Keith.
Well, we've been designing floral design and Christmas for about 50 years apiece. So yeah, a long time. We've got a lot of experience.
Yes, and so what is your favorite thing about being a designer?
The creativity of it. I can take something and make something out of something people wouldn't know what to make out of. I can take something and I can see what it is. As compared to a carpenter and a piece of wood, they can see a chair in that piece of wood. I can't, but give me flowers or Christmas trees. I can see something spectacular in there.
Yes, and I'm sure you all love it here at Dan's Porch and
yeah, so
Patio
much fun.
because, I mean, the decorations are limitless.
Amazing.
Amazing stuff.
This year, so much to work with.
Yes, and so looking at the items that you have here in front of us, you're actually going to show me how to decorate and some specific techniques because you both actually have decorated all throughout this store and brought the winter wonderland here. And so I'm so excited to learn a bit more about how to use these items. So let's start with the ribbon.
Okay.
All right, so where do we start?
When you put ribbon on a tree, make sure you don't get it really tight to the tree because when you do, all your ornaments end up covering it up and you lose the effect of the ribbon. So we've learned through the years to kind of bring it out from the tree. I like to use a wide ribbon and a narrow ribbon together just for different contrast. And I usually would do something like this for the first part. I'm going to gather that. Then I would put this one over the top of that one. Something like that, where it's not necessary together, it makes a really good look combined together.
That's nice. And so how do you actually attach it to the tree?
I would put a wire around this.
Okay.
But you can also like make a bow if you want to, a couple different bows.
Oh.
And we probably would do a bow on it, but definitely try to get some, airiness into it so it's not sticking on the tree. When you decorate the tree after this, you'll still see the ribbon coming through. Otherwise,
Okay.
you just lose it. You want to try it?
Yes. So is it these little wires
Yeah,
here? Okay.
yeah.
So you do the first one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see how a pro does it. So nice. I love this color choice. And so do you enjoy doing colored themed trees or multicolor tree like this one?
We do a lot of just plain white lights more than the other colors, but we do all kinds, and using a colored tree is always fun. So I just wired around this.
Okay.
I'm going to fasten that to the tree, just wire it around the tip, and you can see how the ribbon is kind of coming out from the tree.
Kind of drooping it. That's so
It's
great.
drooping.
Okay, I'm going to try it out.
Okay.
And so is it best to start in the middle or at the back of
We
the tree?
usually start at the top and do the scalloping effect all the way down.
Okay.
So you can plug this for you.
Oh, no, we can leave it there.
Okay, just do the next
I'll
one,
Just
all right.
continue your flow here. Okay, a wider one. That's good. That's a good point that you made about using a wider one because you're really able to see both of the
Right.
ribbons kind of flow out.
I would probably pull this one out a little bit farther so it
Okay,
sticks
pull it
up more.
Okay, give it a little bit more
Yeah, so it sticks
flow
up.
to it.
And then you
kind of like
fasten
that.
that together and it puts it on the
Okay.
tree right there.
So I'll put these here, and you twisted it first,
Yes,
right?
mhm,
And just
holds it
fastened
together.
it. Look at this. This is pretty easy. I always wondered how they got the ribbon to stay. Okay, and then just kind of choose a spot and do it where it's kind of hidden. How did I do?
You did good. And you just take time to bring it out. This is all wired ribbon, so you take your hand and just fluff it out. And very good. Did a good job.
Yay!
So that's a technique to use for your
Awesome.
ribbon.
That is. I'm going to use this technique. Okay, so
Yeah.
now that we have our ribbon on, Keith, you're going to show me about the ornaments and the best way to place them. So where should we
Great.
start? These are so beautiful.
Let's start with a couple of filler items. What's going to add a lot of interest and depth to your tree is the fillers that go in that kind of help take up space and add texture and dimension. Just beautiful.
These are beautiful. Wow.
And it's easy. All you need to do is just tuck them into the tree so that they're kind of laying out
Wow.
and you can see them. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, just kind of at an angle.
Yes, exactly. So
So they
it's
float.
angling down.
Already, tree's done. No,
It makes a big difference.
that is great. Okay.
Then we have some other ornaments on stems that are really great for catching the light.
Okay.
They're lucite prisms and icicles. And again, if you can get those tucked in
Okay.
so that they cascade out, it adds so much depth and interest to your tree. You can bring your whole tree out a lot and it looks so sharp.
Wow, I love that. Okay.
Now, when we're working with ornaments, you usually start with the largest and work your way down to the smallest ones. So yeah, something like that or this. Love these prisms. We have these in all colors this year.
Diamond.
They're very lightweight, but they add so much interest. So, yeah, if we bring some things,
So with the big ones, it's best to start at the back.
not the back necessarily, but down in.
Down
so take it
in.
in a little ways
Okay.
so
Just
that,
choose, is that far enough?
yeah, just make
Okay.
sure that tip is bent up a little
Maybe a
bit
little
so it
higher.
can't let loose.
Since it's a little heavier, maybe this
Yeah.
one here.
And the heavier ornaments will pull your branches down.
Down a little bit, okay.
Yeah, that's great. So we get that tucked in. And then as you build ornaments out from that, it creates depth. And all of your pieces are not just out on the edges. You've got a lot of things going on
Yes.
that give you a lot more interest. And if you've got lots of ornaments, it's a great way to use them up.
Okay.
The
is
heirloom
nice.
things from Grandma.
Right, the customized one.
Oh, yes.
But I love just the crystallized effect to the modern white lights. I
Yeah.
think that this really adds a very elegant and classy feel to the tree.
They are beautiful. Just some out where they can be seen well.
Yes.
Top's trying to pop off.
Okay, that's nice. So any trick when it comes to adding the ornaments on the actual branch? Should you add it to the branch portions? Should you make sure that all of the actual mini branches are covered?
You'll see a lot of trees have some short needles and some long needles.
Yes.
The branches that have short needles are really convenient to add your ornaments onto.
Okay.
Because it isn't so much to get the string over. So if you can tuck that onto there and then just bend that up a little, then it can't come off.
Okay, wonderful. Like that.
Cool.
And it hangs down. That is so awesome.
So just some quick
Yes,
tips.
yes. Okay, so let's chat for a second about the actual technique of putting both of your skill sets together. So the bows mixed with the ornaments. What is the proper way to start stacking the trees? What comes first?
We usually start with the bows, and that's me. I usually do most of the bows. My last name is Bowman, so that's why.
Of course.
But through the years,
master.
ribbon has progressed, different ways of doing it. We used to do like 4 kinds of ribbon on a tree before we ever start decorating. But then most of that ribbon gets lost eventually with the ornaments. So now we're doing it not as much ribbon, but bringing it out of the tree so you still see it when you put decorations on it. Then we probably would put fillers in, just to fill up some of those spaces. And the last thing we do on a tree is, of course, the ornaments.
Yes.
Because that's, anything like big flowers, you might stick those in sometime in there too, but ornaments are usually the last thing we put on a tree.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's walk around and see some of the designs that you've done here.
Okay.
Great.
Let's do it.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Okay, Keith, so we are in front of this beautiful tree that you both decorated. What do you call it? What's the theme of it?
Well, this is one of our jewel tone trees. We featured all of the ruby tones on this one.
It's so nice. Like, it's just so rich and really gives you that Christmas feel.
Yes.
And one of the best things about the way that you all decorated it is when people come into the store, they can actually see all of the ornaments here so they can shop.
That's right, and decorate their own tree
Decorate
like
their
this.
own tree. Okay, so talk to me about the technique and how you built this.
Okay, well, Dennis started with the ribbons, and while he's doing that, I'm usually doing the top of the tree because, that's kind of the beginning point.
Okay, so you start at the top.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there are a lot of stems that go in there, and then as you're building ornaments and things around it, you can cover those stems up.
Okay, very nice.
So,
And then you start there, you just kind of work your way down. Or
Yeah.
do you do one type of ornament at a time? So let's say this beautiful poinsettia and these multiple different sizes. Do you spread those out, or do you just start at the top and just roll?
we do usually start with the largest things and work to the smallest. So the great big poinsettias would be one of the things that went in first. Some of the bigger ornaments that are tucked in would have been early on. The great big balls like down here, they just had a lot of depth, a lot of interest down in there. We have kind of a deco sheer fabric down in there as well that really sparkles and catches the light. We've got analogous colors on here, next to one another on the color wheel, pinks and burgundies, kind of tints, tones, and shades of a color.
Okay, so you have to tell me, how long does it take for you to design something like this?
It probably took us a couple of hours,
What, hours?
to put
Yeah.
that together. Yeah.
That is so awesome. And I love that you all actually continue your services to individuals, right?
do.
So you go out to businesses and homes to decorate trees.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For many years.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's go see where Mr. Bowman, Master Bow is.
All right,
Okay.
perfect.
All right, Dennis, we're now in front of your favorite tree.
It's my favorite tree.
And I have to call it a frosted fairy tale, so I have my little wand. Because I feel like you guys did pippity boppity boo.
Yes.
And flipped it upside down.
No, it's designed as an upside down tree. It's only a 7.5 foot tree. We've raised it up on a box another 2.5 feet, so it adds more drama by doing that. And I do the ribbon techniques on most of the trees, and the ribbons on this are totally different. Everything just has to hang down, as do all the ornaments. And Dan's has a wonderful selection of all kinds of little iced ornaments, and these are great to hang down, all the different things. We also added a garland each way, which is just a plain garland. We took a lot of the ice crystal things and run through it, and just really makes a spectacular look. Also, if you're doing an upside down tree done in all crystal, put it in front of a mirror. It adds so much more drama to it.
Yes,
So,
that
yeah.
is so awesome. And so I just love that falling technique really flows, but
It
I'm
really
sure
flows.
the question on everyone's mind is, how in the world is it upside down and not falling over?
It has a very sturdy base on it. It's a weighted base. It's not going to fall over. Years ago, they used to have them where we actually hung them from the ceiling on a hook. That didn't work out. People don't want to put a hook in their ceiling at Christmas time.
right.
So this is designed very well. I had one years ago myself, and there's a lot more room for presents underneath it because there's no base to worry about. A lot more room. Plus, if you've got a cat, it keeps the cat out of the tree somewhat by raising it up, like I do. But it's just such a spectacular look. You can do it any color you want to, but when you do it all white and ice, it's just drama, drama, drama. And we love it.
It's given everything that we need
Right.
for Christmas
We've
time.
used all sorts of wispy little green things they have all kinds of snow, icy ornaments. And it just is just a really dramatic look. Very pretty look. It's very simple, but just stunning.
Yeah, absolutely stunning.
It is
Thank
stunning.
you so much.
You're
Keith,
welcome.
for sharing. Well, Jen, I can actually spend all day here because there's so much to explore. But can you let us know, what are your hours and how can people contact you?
Okay, great. So our hours are 10 to 7 Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 on Saturday, and we're open noon to 5 on Sunday. They can contact us on our website, dansporchandpatio.com, or give us a call at 260-482-3267.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Jen.
Thank you.
And if you'd like more information about Dan's Porch and Patio, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Dan's Porch and Patio.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And you can always rewatch segments or full episodes of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com and also by downloading the WANE app. And remember, it's never too late to live your best life. So start living it today and enjoy your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you here on Monday. Bye-bye.
Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.